Welcome to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Andrew Scott, and I am the current president of the Blue Ridge chapter of the National Honor Society. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. At this time, our superintendent, Mr. Matthew Button, will provide some opening remarks.
This evening's very serious, but to lighten the mood, I think that's the first time Andrew's ever called me Matthew Button instead of Uncle Matt. So it does make you feel a little bit older when you see him up here doing that. Good evening, and welcome to tonight's National Honor Society induction ceremony. Every spring, as we prepare for the end of the year recognition programs, I try to look back and reflect on events and experiences of the students that are being recognized. As everyone in the room this evening can relate, the events and experiences over the last year have been like ones we have never experienced before, and hopefully in our lifetimes we never have to experience them again. In every aspect of our lives, personally and professionally, has been altered drastically over the last year. Our routines and just the things we took for granted were taken away, and we had to learn how to adjust and adapt quickly. Our students had to quickly learn how to continue their education remotely and how to handle disappointment as they lost the opportunities to participate in spring sports, musicals, concerts, prom, National Honor Society programs, and for our seniors last year to participate in a traditional graduation. I would be naive to say it has been easy for our students over the last year, but I can say that a very large majority of our students have adapted to the new normal and have made the best of a very challenging time in all of our lives. The students in front of us this evening have persevered through the obstacles thrown at them and have maintained academic excellence. They're the best and brightest in our entire region. They're future doctors, teachers, lawyers, executives, business owners, law enforcement officers, artists, engineers, musicians, scholars, and military leaders sit before us. I am very proud of our students, our staff, and our school with what they had to overcome over the past year. I appreciate the opportunity to work at Blue Ridge, and more importantly, the opportunities I have had to interact with the students in attendance this evening. Before I close, I would like to thank our stage crew for the live streaming this evening, our maintenance and clerical staffs for their work behind the scenes to make sure we had a very successful program this evening. Also, thanks to Mrs. Webster, members of our school board, parents, family members, friends, the 47 members of the National Honor Society, and all of our 16 new inductees for the opportunity to be a part of tonight's program. In addition, a special thanks to Mrs. Youst, our National Honor Society advisor, the National Honor Society Faculty Committee, and the National Honor Society student officers for being very understanding and flexible with their efforts for making tonight's program a success. In closing, I would like to honor and congratulate each student here tonight. I challenge each of you to exceed your potential. I am confident that you will take the skills honed here at Blue Ridge and do important work as young adults and beyond. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce Andrew Scott back up to the mic, our National Honor Society president.
At this time, our school board president, Mrs. Jessica Wright, will provide some welcoming remarks.
Good evening, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of this National Honor Society induction. What a wonderful tradition to kick back off again with all of you here tonight. As a member of the school board, I am one of 9 people who represent the community, your community. And let me tell you how very proud we are of each and every one of you. You have persevered through some of the hardest and most difficult educational days in any lifetime. You have adjusted to varying schedule changes and have transitioned from a traditional brick and mortar school to a hybrid of online learning and in-class studies. And you have done so with the highest academic standards and integrity. The 4 pillars of the National Honor Society, character, service, leadership, and scholarship, are showcased so effortlessly through your work done here at Blue Ridge. It is always a pleasure to hear many of your names at our meetings being recognized for all of your achievements. Your work ethic and dedication are second to none. Thank you for all the hard work you have put in and will continue to do so here throughout your time at Blue Ridge and beyond. Congratulations to the new inductees and current members of the National Honor Society. We, the school board, and the community applaud your success and are so very excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. Thank you.
At this time, our National Honor Society Vice President, Connor Mills, will recognize and induct our new members.
Before we recognize our new members of the National Honor Society, I would like to provide you with an overview of the Blue Ridge High School chapter. Our chapter of the National Honor Society was formed in 1960. Since then, it has grown and is now composed of some of the best students and citizens in our school. Currently, the NHS has 47 members. 60 students were eligible to apply for the National Honor Society this year, and we were happy to welcome 16 new members from the 28 that applied. Year to year, we see that the Blue Ridge High School chapter continues to uphold the main focus of the National Honor Society: to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools. We will look at these qualities later in the ceremony. The membership of the National Honor Society chapter at Blue Ridge has been earned by the demonstration of these 4 qualities just mentioned: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Andrew, our chapter president, will now light the candles on the table. Each candle represents one of these 4 pillars. At this time, will all of the 2020-2021 new candidates please rise and repeat the pledge? After reciting the pledge, our new members will be recognized individually. I pledge to maintain high school scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy and untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, and to give of myself freely in service to others. In so doing, I shall prove thyself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. Please remain standing. Please hold all of your applause until all members have received their pins and returned to their seats. Seniors, Thomas Gibson. Thomas will be attending the University of Scranton to study history and military science. When he graduates, he will commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. His hope is to be assigned active duty and eventually earn his way to Army Special Forces. If he is assigned to the National Guard, he will apply to the Pennsylvania State Police Academy to become a PA state trooper as well. One of his favorite moments from high school was when he was picked for Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. He would like to thank everyone who has had a part in helping him to arrive here today and graduate in just a few short months. Juniors, Coleman McCain. Cameron Robinson. Sophomores, Kira and Duska. James Barber. Lillian Black. Madison Carpenter. Grace Graff. Catherine Hinckley. Foxlin King. Emily Marvin. Hannah McCarthy. Brianna Paterno. Stephanie Smith. Griffin Whitehead. And Jordan Wiegand. Please be seated. Now, our current president, Andrew Scott, will recognize current members.
Last year, we were unable to hold our induction ceremony. At this time, I would like to recognize the members who would have been inducted during the March 2020 induction. Will all of the 2019-2020 new candidates please rise and repeat the pledge? After reciting the pledge, these members will be recognized individually. I pledge to maintain high school scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader, and to give of myself freely in service to others. In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. Please remain standing. Please hold all of your applause until all members have returned to their seats. The new members from the 2019-2020 school year include seniors Marissa Derrick. Marissa plans to go to Indiana University of Pennsylvania and major in the natural sciences / pre-physician's assistant program. Marissa believes an incoming NHS member should strive to make the community a better place and strive to even include peers that aren't part of NHS when volunteering. Most of all, incoming members should enjoy the time that they have to volunteer and make the community better. Corey Flynn. Corey was unable to attend this evening, but after high school, Corey plans to finish college at Lackawanna College of Natural Gas and Petroleum and enter the gas company workforce. Corey's advice to incoming National Honor Society members is to work hard and always try your best no matter what comes your way. Never give up on what you plan on doing in the future. Ryan Glatzel. Ryan will be attending Marywood University to major in the biology program with a focus on medical laboratory science. To him, being an NHS member brings a sense of selflessness with the ability to help people in need. Now for our juniors, Reese Allen. Jacob Birch. Alexis Parks. Trista Stone. Danielle Tierney. Danielle was unable to attend tonight's ceremony. Ashley Tomasachi. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize all of the third year members. Would you please stand? Please hold all applause until the end, and the members will be recognized individually before returning to their seats. Lydia Andusco. Lydia plans to attend college to become a pharmacist or an engineer. Lydia thinks an incoming NHS member should have the goals to be active in helping the school and community and to strive to lead by example in every way possible through grades, service, and involvement. Ashley Barton. Ashley was unable to attend this evening, but after high school, Ashley plans to open her own salon. Her advice for incoming members would be to stay focused and to keep setting goals and work hard to achieve them. Garrett Conklin. Garrett plans to attend Clark Summit University and major in physical education and health studies with a minor in post-secondary mathematics education. He thinks goals for incoming NHS members should be to be more responsible and outgoing. Mason Conklin. Mason plans to attend RIT to get a master's degree in chemical engineering. He believes that an incoming NHS member should set goals to help their community and seek out ways to help others in need. Jenna Crocker. Jenna plans to attend college at Queen's University of Charlotte. Her favorite high school memory is passing the AP US History test in 10th grade. Brandon Finley. After high school, Brandon would like to attend college and study law and environmental science. Brandon believes that National Honor Society members should have goals that include a desire for academic success as well as integrity and strength of character. Brianna Graves. Brianna plans to go to Hofstra University as a dance major and follow where the industry takes her. Later in life, she would like to teach and own her own business, and one of her favorite memories from high school is the roadside cleanup. Even though it was very tiring and messy, she feels like it was nice to be able to do something like that for the community and the environment while having a great time. Kaylin Lewis. Kaylin plans on attending Binghamton University in their pre-health program on the track to become an athletic trainer. Kaylin shares that being an NHS member means a lot to her. It shows her that she's going on the right track, and it's a big accomplishment for her, and it proves that hard work is paying off. It also means a lot that just simply doing well and working hard in school can benefit the community as my service. Eli MacArthur. Eli plans to attend Penn State main campus and major in graphic design. Eli plans on studying or staying involved in his community with sports and volunteer services. To Eli, being an NHS member means being able to give your time to the community to give back and make an effort to help motivate others through being a role model or by lending a helping hand. Jenna McCarthy. At this time, Jenna has applied to multiple schools with her eye on Oswego State University. She is planning to pursue a liberal arts degree and hopes to gain valuable on-the-job experience over the next few months. Her advice to incoming NHS members is to really put yourself out there. Not only are the community service options fun, but they are some of her most favorite memories. Grab a friend and sign up. Ryan Mills. Ryan plans to go to Kutztown University to pursue a degree in accounting and continue his track and field career. His favorite memory as an NHS member would be the 2019 tire cleanup because it was very cold but fun and definitely a day to remember. Jacob Morris. Jacob plans to attend Binghamton University with a major in business administration and graduate with his MBA. He thinks that goals an incoming NHS member should have are to participate and help with anything they possibly can and to be consistent with not just their grades but also their service. Brianna Post. Brianna plans to go to college at Hartwick University to major in biology, possibly with their 3-year bachelor's program. Her favorite memory from high school is being able to go to and compete in districts during her sophomore through senior year for volleyball and winning league for softball her sophomore year. These experiences have shaped friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. Alexia Stone. Alexia plans to go to Cayuga College and participate in their occupational therapy program. Her favorite high school memory was walking into Mr. Soko's room every morning during her junior year and being able to crack jokes and earn easy bonus points. Anthony Torres. After high school, Anthony plans to enroll at the Nesbitt School of Pharmacy at Wilkes University and achieve a doctorate in pharmacy or enroll at the University of Scranton as a presidential scholar in their health administration program. Anthony shares that being an NHS member means that you are an individual who is willing to go above and beyond for your community and become the best representative of what Blue Ridge has to offer. As an academic and leader alike, an NHS member is committed to working for the common good and achieving a standard of excellence. Caitlin White. Caitlin plans on attending college at Juniata College. She will major in healthcare administration and plans to play softball in college as well. Katie shares that an incoming NHS member should have the goal to help out as much as they can. If you are available when volunteering options are presented, you should do them. She has created so many great memories and friendships this way. She encourages members to take every opportunity you can get. You'll be grateful for it later on. When you give to your community, it will give back to you. David Wolf. David plans to attend Shippensburg University for a bachelor's degree in computer science and then pursue a career as a programmer. David believes that an incoming NHS member should set out to put others before themselves and set a goal to help and inspire others. Carissa Zawiski. Carissa plans on going to college for early childhood education. She has many memories of high school, but states that her favorites would have to be being part of a basketball cheerleading, being the editor-in-chief for the online newspaper, going to school dances, and being part of the tire cleanup for NHS her junior year. Please be seated. At this time, our National Honor Society advisor, Sarah Eust, will recognize our current student officers.
Our current NHS treasurer is Holly Geyer. Holly plans to go to college with a top choice of Ithaca College as a health science pre-physical therapy student. Holly plans on running cross country in college and being involved in multiple clubs and organizations. She believes incoming NHS members should have the goal of being as involved as they can in high school, not just within NHS, but also through activities outside of NHS to work towards more well-roundedness. She encourages members to join student council, clubs, sports, and push themselves in classes. She says students should leave high school knowing they did everything they could to enjoy their time and build character. Our current NHS secretary is Cassidy Howe. Cassidy plans to go to Binghamton University for their pre-med program. Cassidy hopes that someday she will be a doctor so that she can help people and save lives. Her favorite high school memory was the band Florida trip in 2019. Going to Universal Studios and the Volcano Bay Water Park with her best friends is definitely something she will never forget. And of course, she will never forget how the instruments were stolen before the clinic. She also wants to add that being an NHS member is an honor and an accomplishment. You are a leader and a role model that underclassmen look up to. Always do your best and put your best foot forward. Our current NHS Vice President is Connor Mills. Connor plans to go to college and major in economics and then to study law. He shares that any upcoming NHS members have to have resolve. Knowing what is needed, class, friends, and time-wise will only benefit each person. He encourages members to take the classes they want to, not the ones they're pushed to. And, Connor says, do things for yourself and enjoy high school. And our current NHS president is Andrew Scott. Andrew plans to attend Syracuse University to pursue a bachelor's degree in biology with a focus on pre-medicine. After Syracuse, he plans on attending a medical school to receive an MD and go on to practice medicine. Andrew believes that an incoming National Honor Society member should have a simple goal of trying to make a difference in their community. Through the pursuance of scholarship, leadership, service, and character, an NHS member can enact real change that not only betters them as a person, but betters them the community. Take the potential you have and use it to do some good in this world. Let's recognize our NHS officers. And at this time, our current officers will deliver a presentation on the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society.
Good evening. My name is Holly Geyer, and I am the current treasurer of the National Honor Society. Today is an exciting day in the history of the Blue Ridge National Honor Society. As you are aware, last year we were unable to have our ceremony. About a year later, we are finally here, and I would like to recognize that these past 12 months have not been easy for our students. Every National Honor Society member in this room has faced hardships and changes that we would have never expected, but through this, our students have been stripped to their core and their true passion for leadership has been exposed. The students seated in front of me have had every excuse to give up. I know as a senior, a lot of events that I have looked forward to have changed this year, which can be discouraging. But what sets a National Honor Society member apart from the crowd is that we will not give up when everyone around us does. Instead, we will stand stronger. As you can see on the screen beside me, our National Honor Society students collectively have 60 active leadership positions, proving their sustained and furthered dedication. Albert Einstein once said, "A leader is one who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity, out of discord, harmony, and out of difficult, opportunity." And this could not be more accurate to the description of our members. Instead of pausing in time with the rest of the world, they have continued to look for opportunities to lead and uplift others. They have planned school pride restoration events, found safer ways to bring in speakers and plan club activities, have actively participated and succeeded in virtual classes, and have shown dedication to their sports by leading their teammates, even when they needed to virtually. In these and so many more ways, they have put on a smile, stood as a positive example, and made every effort to make this year as normal and influential to others as possible. It is obvious that to them, leadership is way more than just the title that comes along with it. Our students have made the most they could out of this time and have shown that they care tremendously about leading their peers. To those around them, they have brought a sense of normalcy, adjustment, passion, and improvement. Most importantly, these members of the National Honor Society have shown that, under any circumstance, they will not give up and they will continue to lead selflessly. So to my peers, from graduating members to the newly inducted, I ask that as we move into more normal times, you won't forget the immense dedication to leading others that you have had in one of the hardest years of your lives. I am proud of what you have accomplished, and I can't wait to see what you will accomplish in the future. Thank you. Now you will hear from our current secretary.
Good evening. My name is Cassidy Howe, and I'm the current secretary of the National Honor Society. The next pillar of the National Honor Society is service. Service is the altruistic act of lending a hand to someone who needs a little extra help. When we serve others, we should do it because we want to. We should do it because it makes our hearts happy and it makes the people around us smile. All of you seated here in front of me have met the service hour requirements to be a member. Our newest members have shown that there are opportunities to serve even during difficult times, such as this past year. But as members of the National Honor Society, we shouldn't just help someone so that we can meet that requirement. Service is not a chore. We should serve others because it means something to us. Appreciating what we have should encourage us to provide service to those in need. Our National Honor Society has done service projects that include participating in a food pantry, assisting in a coat drive, volunteering at a church dinner, distributing chop bags on Fridays, and many others. An upcoming event is our very effective roadside cleanup. I encourage all of you, my fellow National Honor Society members, and your parents to look for new ways of providing service to our community. Service does not require large acts. It can be as simple as a kind word or a helping hand. Small acts can go a long way, and recently we have been relying on the small things. A simple act of kindness can make a big difference in someone's day. Making a homemade card for your neighbor costs little but means a lot. Next time in the drive-thru, perhaps consider paying for the order behind you or buying a bouquet of flowers in the grocery store for a stranger. These small tokens would lift anyone's spirits. Looking for ways to help your classmates day to day is a great way to build our school community. There are indirect benefits that come from providing service. Service teaches us communication skills, problem solving, patience, and empathy, to name a few. True leaders look to provide service to others. Service is one of the main goals in life. Doing unto others without expecting anything in return makes you a better human and makes the world a better place. Now you will hear from our current Vice President.
Good evening. I am Connor Mills, the current Vice President. Initially, scholarship seems like one of the most basic terms to define and understand. Most people will hear it and think scholarship just simply means good grades or scoring high on a test. While not entirely false, scholarship is so much more. It's easy to look at someone who got 100 on their most recent test and say, well, they're just smart, while not even giving a second thought to how many hours they spent during the night studying before bed if they went to bed at all. That's what scholarship is. It's thinking of questions during class even if you don't ask them out loud, and studying to get the best grade you can on a test. After all, 16 of our members have a grade point average of above a 98. That comes from more than just being smart. Scholarship is staying up countless hours to make sure that your project is up to not only your teacher standards, but even your own, even when you don't start it until the night before. Sorry, Miss Hughes, but I still haven't looked at the project that's due on Monday. Scholarship is challenging yourself to do things other people would never even think about, and not just in school. Scholarship, above all else, is choosing to learn. A famous author, Brian Herbert, said, "The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. But the willingness to learn is a choice." In the NHS, we make this choice every day, whether we like it or not, because it's who we are. We are constantly looking for ways to satisfy our curiosity, to cultivate our minds. In order to do this, we push ourselves in every aspect of our lives, not only through school. True scholars never stop learning. That doesn't mean college either. Not everyone here will go on to college because it's not an essential step for every person. But that doesn't mean that learning has to stop. Even of the people that go to college, they'll be done in 4 to 5 years. What then? How do you keep learning when you think you're done? Well, the truth is, you're never finished. After you graduate, you will have to learn what it's like to live on your own, to pay taxes, to make appointments that you wish your mom would never stop calling to make. to keep up with a world where technology is always changing, to better your skills and your work, to learn how to write a poem to your boyfriend or girlfriend that's at a college 5 hours away. Like I mentioned earlier, we choose to learn because it's intrinsic in our nature. It doesn't just stop after high school. And while high school is a great start on our journey of constantly learning, at the end of the day, that's all it is, a start. Never stop learning, and you'll always possess scholarship. Thank you. Now you will hear from our current president.
My name is Andrew Scott, and I am the current National Honor Society president. Through the development of all of our personal lives, many of the people in this room have made the conscious effort to be leaders, scholars, and service minded. Now, while these traits are excellent to have and necessary for our success, I feel the foundation of all of the other pillars is actually supported by the final pillar, character. The difference between the speeches you just heard and the one you are about to hear is that character is much more abstract from the rest. To better articulate what I'm trying to say, I want to quote Abraham Lincoln, who says, "Character is like a tree, and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is, and the tree is the real thing." Now, through the pursuance of leadership, scholarship, and service, many of the outcomes are able to be identified or they're concrete. Character is much different in the sense that it is so deeply rooted in our minds and actions that I like to think of it as the reason and the drive that contributes to all of the other branches of the National Honor Society. Character defined is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. But much deeper than that, it's your moral compass and the voice in your head that helps decipher between what is right and what is wrong. It's the force that pushes you to do the right thing, even without a recognition at the finish line. Now, every induction ceremony, somebody comes up to this podium and talks about how the people in this room exemplify the pillar of character. Now, while I don't disagree that you deserve praise for the work you have done so far, I feel it is so important to understand that character is not a box that you get to check off on your journey through life. You must always be willing to listen to your inner character and, furthermore, act on its behalf. Because as we progress through our scarred and imperfect lives, we will be faced with challenges and situations that will test the integrity of our character and threaten to uproot the morals that we have worked so hard to grow. It is paramount that we stay true to ourselves, that we do the right thing without anyone watching, and especially when there isn't a personal advantage. You have an obligation to be a beacon of light in a world that doesn't always value its morals over its ambitions. So be a leader and lead with the respect that all humans deserve. Be a scholar and use your knowledge to positively affect our world. Be service-minded and set fire to the drive that aims to help even when not asked upon. Use the foundations of your character to work for a better tomorrow. Thank you. And at this time, we will begin the installation of our new officers for the 2021-2022 school year. I will now administer the oath to the incoming president, Jacob Birch. Your duties are as follows. The president presides at chapter meetings and prepared meeting agenda. The president also keeps informed of committee progress and the needs of the chapter. Do you accept these responsibilities?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my abilities.
Now the current vice president, Connor Mills, and the incoming vice president, Alexis Parks.
The Vice President presides in the absence of the President and may have the responsibility of a project or committee. Do you accept these responsibilities as your own?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now the current Secretary, Cassidy Howe, and the incoming Secretary, Ashley Tomasachi.
The Secretary keeps records of the proceedings of the chapter, handles documentation and attendance concerns, and acts as the chapter's correspondent. Do you accept these responsibilities as your own?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now the current treasurer, Holly Geyer, and the incoming treasurer, Reese Allen.
The treasurer receives and spends funds as directed by the chapter and keeps a budgetary record of the chapter. Do you accept these responsibilities?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now we will have a few words from Miss Hughes, the National Honor Society advisor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Eust, and I am the National Honor Society Advisor here at the high school. To our student NHS members, our family members and friends, our administrators, our school board members, faculty committee members, and all those watching at home online, I would like to thank you for joining us for this special night. Over the past few months, we have watched and waited to see how we could celebrate this honorable occasion, and I am so happy that we were able to spend the time together, whether in person or remotely. As I thought about the comments I would share with you this evening, I knew that one topic and one theme would be very common throughout the night: COVID-19. As we sit here in the auditorium, masks on, spaced apart from the people around us, or even tune in online from home, how could our minds not be thinking about the changes and the challenges brought on by this pandemic? But instead of focusing on the things we may have lost over the last year or the struggles we might be facing, I would like to take this time to highlight the remarkable accomplishments achieved by our students here in front of me and the incredible ways they have weathered the storms in this last year. I stand here in front of a group of students who embody impressive scholarship, strong character, sacrificial service, and honorable leadership. Over this last year, these very students have figured out what it means to learn remotely. They've developed study habits and academic routines that have propelled them to the top of the class. When instruction turned to Zoom, they showed up, ready to go. They've mastered technology and continue to apply the same dedication they show in person to the ever-changing interface of learning that has evolved throughout the year. They've been flexible and dependable, reliable and cooperative, and through it all, their passion for learning has not diminished. At the same time, their character and dedication to service have continued to shine. Benjamin Franklin is credited with the quote, "It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it." Well, these students in front of me have accomplished the many good deeds needed for a great reputation. I regularly receive communication from teachers and community members who are looking for National Honor Society members to help with various projects. Why? Because they know these students have a genuine interest in helping others and stand tall with exceptional character and reputations. Our NHS members are not afraid of hard work. They are eager and excited to assist when needed. And even in the communication that I gathered from each student leading up to this induction, their passion for service was clear. In addition to scholarship, service, and character, our fourth pillar is leadership. And to conclude, I would like to recognize a truly exceptional group of leaders. Leadership is such a vital pillar to the NHS. It can come in the form of official titles or even through some unknown small acts of guiding others around us to make good decisions. On some level, every NHS member is a leader. Earlier in the program, the officers highlighted the many leadership roles held by our members, but I would like to use this time now to recognize the efforts and work of the 4 current National Honor Society officers: Andrew, Connor, Cassidy, and Holly. Would you 4 please stand? What you see here this evening is largely the product of the vision and dedication of these 4 student officers. It was their heartfelt passion to celebrate this special night that eventually unfolded into the event that we have enjoyed this past hour. These 4 students have been my go-to individuals for everything from brainstorming to information gathering. And they might not admit it out loud, but they're probably already excited to uninstall the Remind messaging app at the end of the school year, so I can't send them any more messages. But Connor, you need to finish your project first. I am also fortunate to have these 4 students in my AP Statistics class, and I know that their leadership qualities do not stop with the NHS, but they continue into the classroom. All National Honor Society members are leaders, but I would like to thank Andrew, Cassidy, Connor, and Holly for their work with our group. Would you all please join me in applauding them one more time tonight? Congratulations to all of our members of the Blue Ridge High School chapter of the National Honor Society. I am proud and so very lucky to be your advisor. Whether you are a sophomore, junior, or senior, you've got a path ahead that's already paved with the promising excitement of potential. Let the success you've already achieved propel you forward, and do not let anything stop you from the success that you will attain. Thanks again for joining us this evening. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mrs. Casey Webster, to provide our closing remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to honor the select group of outstanding students. Individually and collectively, these students embody the characteristics of well-rounded citizens and future leaders. I'd like to thank your families for instilling the values that have guided you through childhood, adolescence, those fun middle school years we never want to relive, and now on to becoming adults. This is my 15th year in education, and I could not be prouder of a single group than I am of you. The world threw a curveball at us all, and though it's been a struggle to say the least, you have all handled it with grace and dignity and held true to your values to get through it. I challenge you to stay motivated and dedicated to pursue your dreams. You are all amazing young individuals, and you make Blue Ridge a better place. Congratulations to all our honorees, and best wishes for much continued success. Please join me in one more time in applauding all of our outstanding students, their dedicated teachers, staff, and families who have guided and supported them in their academic pursuits. Andrew Scott has one final remark before the conclusion of our program.
So, with that, our ceremony concludes. We would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening and for their support towards the Blue Ridge National Honor Society chapter. Congratulations to the new inductees from both last year and this year. The school and community are proud of all you've accomplished so far in your school careers. Despite the challenges, we plan to make the remainder of this year and next school year as full as possible of projects to help serve our school and community, all while maintaining leadership positions, good character, and high school scholastic standing. Stay safe and healthy, and have a nice rest of your evening.